Hi, I'm Becky again, and in my last video I asked everybody how they were and asked them to comment down below, and I realised this was stupid because I don't actually give a fuck. If I cared about you, then I probably know you and will ask you in person or directly in some way. So don't tell me how you are. Instead, post an insult down that comment box down. I can't get my fingers. I'm a little bit drunk, so there we go. Down there, that thing down there, right, is a comment box. Post me some fucking insult, okay? Now, I was reading for the news today. There's this whole thing in Tehran. Actually, when I say I was reading the news, I actually looked at the headline because I don't read the news. I haven't read the news in about 10 years or watched the news or anything. I occasionally accidentally hear it. But I got the headline, and I've heard some stuff. I mean, I'm on Twitter, and I follow Stephen Fry and Robert Llewellyn, who have been talking about this whole, tweet on this channel, or tweet like this in order to get around Iranian government censorship and stuff. And there's all this whole thing, and apparently the whole balloting of the new Iranian presidency is... so I hurt my shoulder earlier because I'm a little drunk and I fell over. So apparently the whole ballot is corrupt. When we know this, it's Iran. We don't really need to be, it's not exactly headline news that a despotic regime will install whoever they fucking like, and that the whole thing about democracy is a charade for the UN. So I was a little bit bothered when I read that there was a massive opposition rally, presumably frenzied up by, in part at least, by Western pressure, people such as Stephen Fry and Robert Llewellyn encouraging people to have a revolt, to speak freely and stand up for your rights. Well, bollocks, because they're not out there on the street getting shot. Okay, because that's what happens when you stand up for yourself against a despotic regime. They shoot you. Okay? And it's not plastic bullets. They're 7.62mm NATO rounds because, everyone has a NATO weapon these days. Because we sell it to them. Or Russian. It's the other one. Because NATO, everyone, all the big countries will sell any despotic regime arms because, what the hell? May as well be us that sells it, eh? Yeah, whatever. So, yeah, I'm kind of against the whole thing of encouraging Iran, or the Iranian people to stand up for their own freedom, right? If they want to do that, let them do that. Don't get involved and whip them up into a frenzy. Let them do that for themselves. Because if we get involved, we'll go in there with guns and bullets and tanks and F-16s and stealth bombers and cruise missiles, and my tax money will pay the fucking bill for that. And I'm not too happy about paying the bill for liberating somebody who only stood up and revolted because we fucking encouraged them to, because we don't like whoever it is that's being elected in. And I have no idea, and I don't give a fuck. I know that whole fucking region is a fuckload of bad news. Okay? I don't need BBC News or CBR or Fox or whatever to tell me that the Middle East is fucked up. I know it's fucked up, and I don't care. Okay? I don't care because if the people who live there want to sort it, let them fucking sort it themselves. It's their land, let them do it. We don't need to roll tanks in to fuck it all up even more, because that's what happens. You don't think for one moment that Iraq is now better off for Western intervention, do you? If you do, you're a fucking idiot. Iran, or Iraq rather, sorry, getting confused, doing a George Bush there, but I am slightly drunk, that's my excuse. I do know the difference between the two countries. Iraq is fucked up because we bombed the shit out of it, and now there's loads of bomb holes. That's what happens, or craters, they call them. There's loads of bomb craters because we bombed it. That's what happens. You drop a bomb, it goes boom. You don't drop a bomb and flowers pop up and, oh, we're all liberated and free. No, you have a crater. That's what happens. So let's stay the fuck out of Iran. Let's not get involved. Let's let them sort their own shit out. Okay? And if they point a gun at us, fine, we'll point a gun back. And if they pull the trigger, fine, we'll pull the trigger. But that's not what's happening here. What's happening here is the West is saying, stand up for your rights, people. Have a revolution. Oh, fuck that. It's their problem. Let them deal with it. I'm not paying the money for the bullets to blow holes in another fucking country when it doesn't fucking fix anything. And the other news story that stood out to me today was paying a tax for internet access in Britain. They're now talking about taxing it. Well, the internet comes on my telephone bill, and that has tax on it. And the other thing, right, that we already have in this country a constitutional right to have internet to be available to us. Okay, this is a law. The telecoms companies have to make available to us internet. Okay, that's a law. We don't have to buy it. We can say, I don't want internet. That's fine. It's our choice as a consumer. So but the thing is, the precedent is set that internet must be available. So if the precedent is set that we must have internet, why is it then said that it's got to have an extra tax on top of what's already taxed? Why are we even contemplating the concept of starting to be additionally taxed for the internet? We're already paying tax to our telecoms companies. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I better check because I'm a little bit drunk and I'm not very good at money kind of stuff. Okay, I'm not the most organised with money, so I've got here one of my many phone bills, because this is another thing. Telecoms companies, why do they send a bill for my telephone and say to me that's an entirely separate account for my broadband? No, I don't even use my telephone. I have a mobile phone for that. Apparently my bill came to £15.87. Show you that, blah 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 blah. Better not show you that. Might have personal details on. Right. What am I looking at here? This is. I think this might actually be the phone one, not the broadband, which kind of makes it pointless me checking it. Oh well. Screw that idea. I wonder if I've got another one. They send enough bills through. So much bloody paperwork from companies these days. I mean, I've lived here for 3 weeks, okay? Water bill. God knows what, electricity, I think. Another water one. Direct debit of some kind from somebody I don't know who. I should maybe open these. Another one I can't identify. Again, it's a direct debit thing. And another electricity thing. I've only lived here a couple of weeks. Why is there so much? This is supposed to be the paperless society. Why are we not in a paperless society? Bill for the old person who lived here. Bill for the last person who lived here. Bill for the last person who lived here. Apparently, they were on Virgin Media. I didn't see a socket for that. Ow! Fuck, my shoulder still hurts. I fell over earlier. I'm a little bit drunk. And another bill for the last person who lived here. So many bloody bills. And they want to put an extra tax on them? Because apparently they don't have enough fucking money to make bombs to blow up Iran. Fuck it.